News Now, gusty winds and chilly temperatures on the first day of spring, when you can expect the warmer temperatures to return. 5 UMD fraternities under investigation for allegations of hazing.
None of those allegations are connected to Kappa Alpha.
New details on what led to a Greek life crackdown. Plus, the district's first group of drug-free zones expiring this morning. Cherry blossoms in peak bloom, where you can park if you're heading to tomorrow's festival.
I just wanted to experience just to see, test my knowledge.
And a spelling superstar, the local elementary student heading to the National Spelling Bee.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. It's the first day of spring and we are starting off really chilly out there. Live look from the Tidal Basin where the cherry blossoms are in peak bloom right now. But first, we want to say thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning to you. I'm Corey James. Shanika, she's tracking the roads this morning. She's going to have more on that commute in just a second. Jackie is keeping an eye on the forecast this morning. It's certainly a cold one for people.
Yes, exactly. And especially when you factor in that last week was so warm.
Right.
This week, not so much.
The weekend, beautiful.
And the weekend was absolutely beautiful, too. And I mean, today's the first day of spring. It doesn't look like it and doesn't feel like it. And I say it doesn't look like it because we do have some snow showers that are breaking out for parts of the area. We did see the snow band move through Hagerstown not too long ago. Now it's moving across parts of Frederick County, Maryland, likely on the cusp of moving through Frederick as we speak. So as we zoom on in on the map, yes, where we're seeing some of that snow right now, likely moving through Walkersville right now, Frederick right now, Brunswick, you're on the cusp, and then likely moving into northernmost parts of Virginia before this eventually does break apart. But also those temperatures right now, we're right into the lower 30s in Hagerstown. We're seeing those lower 30s Leesburg, 37 though in Frederick and DC. So again, might not be reaching the ground in Frederick with those temperatures like that. But wind chills, still breezy, making it feel even colder, 20s and 30s at this point. I'll have more details. I'll get towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. But Shanika, how are those roadways this morning?
All right, thank you, Jackie. You're starting off pretty quiet out there, as you can see in northern Virginia. Here's the inner and outer loop heading north and southbound through Tyson's Corner. You're looking great. The camera's buffering, so it's not as clear there. 66 heading east and west, most of it is looking good. All your majors, 95 north and southbound, we did have a problem right in Dale City near Opitz Boulevard. That problem is now gone. It wasn't a crash, but you did see police on scene. Overall, you can see the Capitol Beltway, all green, some red spots on the Capitol Beltway and DC 295.
Shanika, thank you. The first round of drug-free zones are ending this morning in D.C., and that will happen at 8 o'clock. D.C. police launched the zones in 3 areas last Thursday. However, the ACLU and some neighbors feel the zones unfairly target people and communities of color. Now, DC News Now reached out to D.C. police for comment. Officials responded with a statement saying, quote, no drug-related arrests have been made inside the 3 drug-free zones since enforcement began Thursday morning. The most stops occurred in the Chinatown drug-free zone. In Maryland, Tacoma Park Police are hosting a community meeting tonight to discuss public safety issues. Police say they will provide updates on recent incidents and crime trends in the area. The meeting is from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It will take place at the Tacoma Park Recreation Center on New Hampshire Avenue.
This morning, the D.C. Council's Committee of the Whole will meet to discuss the Healthy Homes Act. The bill will create a program to install electric appliances for low and moderate income households. It also proposes increasing permit fees to install gas appliances. If passed, D.C.'s Housing Authority would also be banned from installing any system that uses fossil fuels in certain housing projects. That meeting is set to start at 11 o'clock.
We have new details this morning in the University of Maryland's investigation into Greek life on campus.
New court documents reveal allegations of hazing made by at least 2 UMD parents. That is according to a filing by the Maryland Attorney General. Our Candace Cole joins us now live from the University of Maryland with more on this. Candace, good morning.
Good morning. According to those court documents, one student had to be treated for hypothermia after being forced to stand outside in the bitter cold for hours last month during part of the pledging process. Now, this new information is coming after the university lifted its all-out ban on new activity for new members of Greek organizations here on campus. Other allegations, according to those court documents, accuse multiple fraternities of hazing new members by beating them with a paddle, burning them with cigarettes and torches, and forcing them to lay on nails. In response, UMD halted all activity indefinitely for new members, impacting 21 fraternities and 16 sororities. The university also threatened disciplinary action against students who refused to participate in its investigation of student misconduct. Those restrictions for most Greek organizations on campus were lifted last Friday, but not before fraternities filed for a restraining order against UMD, claiming the university was violating its civil liberties. The Fraternity Forward Coalition, the group that filed on behalf of those fraternities, has since withdrawn the restraining order petition, but says UMD handled the situation incorrectly.
Issues that the university raised with Kappa Alpha were that one, a pledge was washing dishes, a pledge was making a run to Chipotle. You know, the alcohol issues, certainly that's something to be concerned about. The others are certainly would not rise to the occasion of a system-wide shutdown. If they have credible allegations, they typically will let the national organization know, they'll let the chapter leadership know, and an investigation will begin.
And When Smiley, spokesperson for Fraternity Forward Coalition, says they are planning to move forward with their lawsuit against the University of Maryland, but UMD maintains that everything that they've done is with keeping the safety of their students in mind. Reporting live from College Park, Candace Cole, DC News Now.
Candace, thank you. 18 missing from New York is back with their family this morning after being found inside a Fairfax County, Virginia home. Fairfax County police say they found the teen with 20-year-old Mo'amer Daymir at a home on Sportsman Drive in McLean Friday. Officers say Daymir brought the teen to Virginia last August. Authorities say Daymir was in possession of child sexual abuse material. He is facing multiple charges and being held without bond. A D.C. firefighter and one person are recovering after suffering injuries from an apartment fire in Southeast last night. Firefighters say it happened on the second floor of a three-story building on Gainesville Street and 16th Street. Crews say aggressive firefighting measures were taken to get the flames under control. Both the firefighter and person hurt were taken to the hospital. We're told they are expected to be okay. Officials say 3 people were displaced. No word, though, on the cause.
A D.C. family is honoring a loved one who was shot and killed by a U.S. Park police officer. Last night, the family of Delanio Martin gathered at the spot where he died to release balloons in his memory. Yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary of the 17-year-old's death when D.C. police requested Park police help them with a call about a possible stolen car. Body camera footage shows an unidentified officer climb inside of an SUV where Martin was sleeping. That is when Martin woke up and drove away with that officer in the back seat. The officer shot him 6 times. The family says they still do not know the names of the officers involved.
We shouldn't have to wait. Yes, ma'am. We didn't wait to get our brother taken from us or my mother's son taken from her. So why should we wait? If it was vice versa, they quick to grab us up. They quick to lock us up and give us the time right then and there. Exactly. Why is we waiting for a name to be released when our name released all over the internet as soon as we go commit a crime?
The family says the Justice Department will update them on the investigation sometime later this week. Your time now is 6:07. A new Virginia bill would require schools to develop curriculum about hazing.
The bill was pushed by a family who lost a loved one to hazing. Adam Oakes died of alcohol poisoning after an alleged hazing incident at the Virginia Commonwealth University back in 2021. Now, this bill comes as 2 universities in the DMV suspended fraternities for hazing allegations. Oakes' cousin, Courtney White, tells us the curriculum will help students know what hazing is and how to stop it.
People aren't able to hide it behind closed doors. They're talking way more about it. They're reporting it. They know how to report it, right? And with the education, they have the ability to identify it.
Oakes' family hopes the education could be ready to go as early as the 2025-2026 school year. In Charles County, Maryland, the sheriff's office is investigating school fight at Davis Middle School in Waldorf last Friday. They say a video appears to show a school staff member allowing the students to fight. It was reportedly showing other students watching and clearing furniture. The sheriff's office is also investigating reports of a school staff member assaulting another staff member that same day.
Let the madness begin. The Howard Bison gearing up to take on Wagner in the first four of the NCAA championship tonight. The winner of that game take on top-seeded UNC. Howard earning the right to go dancing for the second year in a row and fourth time in school history. They knocked off Delaware State in the MEAC tournament final. The team excited for the experience and ready to represent the DMV.
It's just truly a blessing to be a part of this experience, a blessing to be a part of March Madness. Just my teammates have been connected, and I've been able to trust them. They've been able to trust me, and we've been able to accomplish a lot of great things. So
to see the kind of basketball culture that is the DMV and that is DC, and so just to bring bits and pieces of that and to represent that here, it's really cool.
Tip-off is at 6:40. And another first four matchup, the University of Virginia taking on Colorado State tonight. This is the 10th consecutive postseason bid for Virginia. Today's game also marks the 500th in head coach Tony Bennett's career. He led the Cavaliers to the national championship back in 2019 and will look to start another deep run in the tournament. The winner of tonight's game will take on 7-seed Texas Thursday. Tip-off for that game is at 9:10 tonight.
DC's popular cherry blossoms are in peak bloom ahead of tomorrow's festival kickoff. This is a live look here at the Tidal Basin this morning. Now you can see some of the flowers right there looking pretty in pink. Parking, though, as you can imagine, will be limited during that festival. But the National Park Service is highlighting some of your options. There is metered street parking on streets like Ohio Drive, Southwest, and West Basin Drive. There are also several paid parking garages at the Wharf, Arlington National Cemetery, Levant Plaza, and Union Station. You can also reserve spots ahead of time on apps like Park Now. All right, time right now, 6:10 on this Tuesday morning. New technology for Capitol Police.
Ahead this morning, their plan to use body cameras to protect officers, plus cracking down on fare evasion. Reaction to Metro's first day with increased punishment for jumping the gates after the break.
Look outside this morning, Jackie, a cold start here.
Yeah, I mean, when you factor in that wind, too, it's making it feel even colder.